Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
So, can I just say, on behalf of us all who've worked tirelessly for 3.5 years to try to prevent this happening, it is happening, we do all accept it. But can I just say, we'd like to say thank you. Thank you for being a part, letting us be a part of this. For 47 years, we've got a lot from being a part of this organisation. Some people might not see that, but we know that. And it is our intention, all of us, that we hope to see you and be with you again very soon. Sooner rather than later. Thank you.
Because we know each other because she was on my committee. Sorry? Wait, I'm going to get some because she's a friend. Thank you so much. Take 1 minute because I
We actually should have returned.
Yeah.
Eine sauber wieder, was die Mörder streng getan. Alle Menschen der Brüder und der Flügelei.
Would you like to sing these words?
Okay.
Good idea.
Who's got a song sheet? I've given out 50.
Oh,
I didn't get one.
Out to Joy.
Okay. This is such a day of sadness as the notice comes about. As to do this is such madness, most of us do not want out. No Big Ben bombs, just sing our songs, knowing we have Europe friends. As we march, we say a bianto, taken out against our will. Parliament is such a panto, feeding us this bitter pill. But much longer we'll be stronger, every year we'll make with our youth we'll see the truth restore our wayward industry.
Bravo! Thank you.
Bravo!
Okay, what have we got? So we'll meet again.
C'est juste au White House adieu.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you do
I don't know where I
the Rod Stewart? You're in our hearts. You're in
I
our
don't
soul.
know it. I don't know it. I don't know
Okay.
it.
Can you do?
But please go ahead.
Can you do? Do you see the people march?
Oh my God! It's
It is rubble.
Go ahead.
Shall we sing it?
I don't know it.
Yes. Yes, I can. Do you see the people march singing the truth?
Let me
Be
start.
the word.
You can sing that. I don't want to sing that one.
Okay. Who else has got a song sheet?
Who wants to sing Les Mis?
Who's got a song sheet? I gave out 50.
Love food, I'm not rapping that.
Les Mis, yeah. Yeah, do you see the people march? Come on, sing song sheets.
I'm hoping no one doesn't see the
Okay,
chorus.
okay, right. Do you see the people march, singing the truth must be the word. Leaving in this way is so harsh, there will the day there will be heard. The reports that they won't show tell us it's fairness that we lack. So it's a bientôt as we go, we will be back. See the demographic trends, please leave a light on just for us. We'll remember all our friends and we'll continue to discuss. For time often mends and will give us a different buzz. Do you see the people march, singing the truth must be the word. Leaving in this way is so harsh, there is a day we will be heard. The reports that they won't show tell us it's fairness that we lack. So it's a bientôt as we go, we will be back. To an unknown place we're speeding, we will know the truth one day.
I know that song. Bye
We'll live
bye.
again in
you.
freedom in all countries of UK. The lies will be busted and truth will prevail on that day. Right, I gave out 50 song sheets, but I don't know where they are.
Firstly, I recognise all the faces. We've all been together for this for 3.5 years. I know today is a sad day. I mean, I'm immeasurably sad. But we have to hold on to the fact we've been a part of this for 47 years. We contributed a lot, but we also gained a lot. Our society changed because of the influence of the EU, of all the member states, and we must never lose sight of that. And at 11 tonight, I believe something called Rejoin campaign starts. And we will rejoin. It may take a few years, it may take longer, but I have absolutely no doubt we will rejoin.
Yes.
We owe it to the next generation to campaign for that.
Yeah.
Young people don't realise, I think, just what they're about to lose. All the freedoms, all the choices we've had for over 40 years, their lives are going to be diminished because of this. And we must do our best to try and rejoin as soon as possible. And we know it makes sense. Most of the country is apparently, if there was a referendum tomorrow, 53% would vote to remain. It is changing. And if Boris Johnson can be proud of what we've just seen today, then let's see what unfolds to come in the months ahead or the years ahead. I want to thank you all for coming. I also want to say something very special. Clive Lewis, who worked tirelessly to try and stop Brexit. I campaigned since the day of the referendum. I met on many occasions. Sadly passed away yesterday.
Oh, no.
And I just want to pay respect to the work he did, to the fight he put up, and to his family around it. We will never forget the work he did. So in memory of Clive Lewis. We may be small in number today. I don't care. Lots of news agencies asked me in the last week how many people are coming. I said, I don't know. I don't care if it's just me. It's not about size. It's not about quantity of numbers. It's just about who we are. It's about the fact that we wanted to show respect today, that we honoured the people we've actually been dealing with for the last 47 years. Nobody else seems to in government want to do that. But actually, I'm grateful that we be part of this. I'm so grateful that I know we're going to be part of it again, because we've got so much to get from being part of this club. It's crazy that we should actually separate and think we could go it alone. Okay, I'm not going to fight that. I accept it with the decisions being made, but it doesn't mean that I don't hope or I've got to campaign to rejoin. We have rights to do that. This is democracy. That's what it means to be a democracy. And I know that, I'm tired after 3.5 years, but I'm not tired enough that I won't stop. And I will keep... And I know all of you will not stop either until we rejoin, because I know how much it means to all of you.
Yeah.
We all know why we're doing this. We all know why we care so much about this. And it never stops until we rejoin the EU.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much for standing up to them. I will say, hooray! Hooray! Do you know, I will say, some people advised me to stop, to disperse the crowd before we left because of the hatred or the animosity that was being shown to us. I said, no, we will not give in to that. We don't need to demonstrate who we are or what we think. We know. We don't have to say anything. The proverb is, those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. And we know.
Yes.
So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, did you? Okay. Right. Yeah, I do, and the email will be good for 3 months.
If you all keep a look on the page I created for this event, I can't say too much now, but I'm working on something for Europe Day, which is Saturday the 9th of May. It's also bank holiday weekend. So until I create a new page for that and everything's finalized, I will keep that page open and post stuff on there. But I think I want us to celebrate Europe Day, and we keep every year we celebrate it until we rejoin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got another voice here.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope you can all hear me. I used to work in theatre, so I'm hoping that you can hear me at the back. I'm Julie Ward. I'm a Labour MEP for the North West of England until 11 o'clock tonight. I'll always be European, and I only came into politics to defend the Europe that I believe is possible, and I'm going to carry on defending that. It's really important. And I wanted to come today because I wanted to be with the people that I've been speaking up for and standing in solidarity with for the past 5.5 years.
Thank you.
I could have stayed in Brussels. There's parties in Brussels, there's events in Brussels, there's vigils in Brussels, and I still have to close my office on Monday. But it was a cop-out being here with you on the streets of London, in the place, in the city, in the town, in London, where this terrible act was concocted, where these awful campaigns of lies were put together. It was really important to be in solidarity with all of you on the streets, walking in a dignified way, singing. You know something? The Remain campaign, the Remainers, are full of joy and diversity and peace and creativity. And whenever I've seen the Brexit campaigns and the marches, what I see is a monoculture devoid of joy. So we are the true patriots. This is British values and European values on show today. And we're going to hold a light for that forever. Thank you. I used to do street theatre. I can't project. So I might have to go back to my old job, actually. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's specific to Labour MEPs. I need, the ITV or something. I just want to do a photo with. That's the BBC.
There we go, one for you. Right. Thank you very much. Something this year? There's going to be a Croatian early music group, but there's no funds.
Can I tell you, there's a
No funding.
conference in Croatia because it's holding the presidency.
Yes.
Okay, it's called the Future of Europe, and the reason they're having that conference is because of what's happened to the UK.
Yeah.
We need to be there, all right? So we need to make sure that we have a presence.
Okay.
Okay. There.
How will you disseminate news?
Well, I'm going to stay. I think. I don't know.
We haven't really got a coordinated.
Right. I'll give you my card.
So many organisations that are now going to stop.
Look, my email's good for 3 months apparently.
Super.
Okay, yeah? Yeah. Can you just hang on 1 second? Right, it's LGBT History Month as from tomorrow. Fantastic. And it's very important to have a photo. Can you take a photo? Yeah, we've been trying to take the photo with the rainbow flag because all our human rights are under attack right now. Can you take it with the rainbow flag? It's really important. This sense of diversity and tolerance and standing up for everybody's
Big up
rights.
no food.
I know because I was on the Women's Rights and Gender Equality Committee, and I was making good policy and legislation that protected diverse people of non-binary gender. And actually, as we're going to be coming out of the Charter of Fundamental Rights, all our rights are now going to be under attack. So thank goodness we had the EU there.
No, the minis have just arrived.
Oh, okay. Right, I wasn't quite sure. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Everyone, 3 minis have just arrived. They've just driven from Brussels today. I believe they have something for us from Brussels.
Okay, let's come to one side while they do that.
3 minis have just arrived. They've done a sort of Italian job. They've driven from Brussels this morning with a soundtrack in the same, in all 3 cars, and they've brought something for us from Brussels.
They're not going to let us go.
I hope it's not a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Yes, I
They won't be valid until they return.
Belgian drivers are the worst in Europe.
No, I don't agree. I think the Cypriots are pretty rough. The Greek Cypriots, especially around the bends of the mountains.
And you talking about
Chilling up, the man with the grey hair.
We just heard this last night. Apparently he said
Church was very far away. Only a supernumerary is
One plays your film, two others your film, finish harmonic.
Who's the organiser?
sure, he's busy.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I've just been helping him with poems.
It'd be interesting to see what so they've got ongoing.
They got over there. Right, okay.
Mind yourself, please. Mind yourself. Thank you. Mind yourself.
Joel, tell me, you know.
I do the videos here, and it's come to pass.
Just come over here to have a cigarette. I'm just going to say, from having a look from the outside, people, very middle to upper class it is, don't you reckon? Bloody hell. Let me know if you can hear me. Put a like in the chat. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate the support. I'm going to get back there in 2 seconds. Might ask them a few questions, see what's going on, get a gist of what's going on before we go over to the celebrations, which is just around the corner. I just stumbled on this and thought I'd get it on camera. I don't delete comments. Big up Epstein. Big up Isaac, big up Mikey, Silver Legion, Sticky Toker. I seem to be the only black person in the party. This does not seem like working class people, just an observation. I'm not sure, I'm not going to judge, but everybody seems a bit uppity. Am I allowed to say that? Getting straight back in there in a minute. Oh, it's 3 minis. Here they are. What looks to Brexit. Okay. Away from Brussels.
Sorry.
Everybody here wants to rejoin the EU. No, we've done the votes now. How's the outcome? I know how to work through it, but it's like the guy with the most votes wins, and you do that.
And then you have another election,
All the way
don't
from
you?
Brussels, yeah?
So he wins, you have another election.
These minis live in England.
Yeah.
They went to Brussels yesterday and they came back to England today.
How long did it take you to get
The
here?
choice to change your
Well,
mind.
left at 10 o'clock this morning from Brussels.
Yeah.
They left early in the morning yesterday to get to Brussels. There was some wonderful ceremonies in Brussels yesterday. They planted an English oak tree for us outside the European Parliament.
Okay.
And the whole of the Grand Place in Brussels was red, white and blue last night. And there was a party that the town of Brussels threw for the Brits in Brussels. They are as heartbroken as we are.
They're also baffled. They're also baffled. Hi, Alex. They're also very baffled. They can't quite understand what has happened to us. I saw a clip of an Italian politician saying you could always rely on Italy to produce some craziness. Well, now it's the United Kingdom. It's really crazy what's happening here.
I'm here at this historic day to say goodbye to mes amis Europeans. Au revoir, à bientôt.
Thank you for having a word with me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You too. Well, as nice as possible.
Nice to speak to you as well. Thank you.
Deal with that. How long are you going to drive around in that car, mate? Seriously, because you've got the most embarrassing rap in like car history.
Who loves this car? Who loves this car?
Oh yes.
It's not adieu, it's au revoir. See you soon, exactly as you said.
Sure, because we all want to be ruled by Guy Verhofstadt and be part of his empire, don't we?
If I choose to be ruled by it, I would not be ruled by
Would you like to be part of his empire?
in the rule of law.
Oh, okay.
Those who do not believe in the rule of law
Naughty
and
people.
believe they can just railroad through their will,
Having
will
won
not
democratic
succeed
votes.
in this country in the long term.
Yeah, so
This country
the
is
winning the
better than
democratic
that.
votes bit is the kind of detail, it's the wrinkle in your plan there, isn't it,
Why
really?
do the Leave side want another popular vote on the sort of
Why
Brexit?
would you want a popular vote, sir? You've lost all the fucking popular votes you could ever have.
On the general
Where are you going
principle.
to?
Do you
How are you
think
going to
there's
dig
any-
this one out? I
Do you
mean,
think
what?
there's any difference at all between Mrs May's Brexit
will you do,
and
best
the
of
Johnson
three?
Brexit? Do you think there's any difference? I ask you.
You're busy
Do you
slicing.
think there's any difference?
You're slicing the wagnon,
Do you
monsieur.
think there's any difference
We're
between those
off.
Brexits?
We're going.
Which
Well,
one
you
did
think that, but
vote
this
for?
guy's arguing over the deal, meaningful vote 3. That died in March.
Which Brexit did you vote for?
The one where we get to make our own laws.
Which Brexit in detail?
The one where we get to make our own
Okay,
laws.
so you want not to be part of the single market, unlike
Exactly.
Daniel Hannan, who said no one's talking about leaving the single market.
Yes, you're right, sir. It's democracy, 100%. You lost the vote. I'm so glad you've all accepted that.
We know we lost,
Good, cracking.
but
So we agree about.
we get to lobby to change things.
So
That's
why are you
democracy.
lobbying the European Union, and why are you not lobbying
This is the
people like
lobby.
me?
This is the lobby.
So change my mind. Why should we rejoin the European Union? Can you explain that? Self-determination,
Oh,
democracy.
we've always had that.
All right. Apart from where our laws disagree with Europe, where we don't.
No, don't be silly. We've got MEPs.
What do you mean, don't be silly? That's the law.
Hashing all those arguments.
Yeah.
This is the thing I would like to
Today's
take
not
on
the day.
board. Well, perhaps.
Today's the day for democracy
Perhaps.
and for the consent of losers.
Well, what I
Thank
would
you
say-
all so much.
What I would say
We're ready to
is
go
every
off
day-
and make our own way.
Every day is the day for democracy, I would say. Yes.
Oh, well said.
Yes. Every
Apart
day
from the day
is
where you
day
thumbed your
for
nose at the
democracy.
referendum. Oh yes. Then it wasn't the day.
A
Then it was the day.
minority may
Bore.
always make their arguments.
Have you sincerely said that for the last 3 years, sir? I suspect not.
Yes, I have.
Have you
know who
really?
you're talking to, yes.
What, respect the referendum?
No.
Oh, no,
Respect
no, no.
democracy.
Oh, no. Not that vote.
No. Because no vote is ever respected in the sense that you want it to be respected.
Right.
Every time a government is
Right.
voted in, a couple of years later,
Leave
we
the
come back to
European
it.
Union.
Yes, we're going to do that.
Is there something
No.
complex?
No,
No.
we know we're doing
You didn't
that.
get that
No,
email?
We're not confused. We know we're doing
All
that.
right, so leave meant stay.
No, we're leaving.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're leaving.
Well done, well done.
We're leaving.
Progress. We are leaving.
And democracy hasn't stopped. So, if we can galvanise a
Yeah.
lobby
Yeah.
for return,
Yeah.
we get to. It's called democracy.
Hooray! And so the people that you vote for change their minds. That'll be people like me, who you just patronise and.
After you patronised my fellows
After
here. If you don't like
There is no
patronising,
democracy.
the regime of
don't do it.
The regime of
parliamentary democracy.
that we have don't know parliamentary democracy.
We don't have a parliamentary
No, we
democracy.
don't.
You could have fooled me,
Look,
sir.
you've got an unelected head of state.
Right.
You've got an unelected House of Lords.
Yeah.
You've got party puppets
Sure.
sitting in Parliament,
Right.
and you call this a democracy?
Can you vote
Don't
them out?
make me laugh.
Can you vote them out?
Hardly.
If you can vote
If
them
we
out,
had
I'd suggest it's more of a democracy
if
than
we
Europe.
had proportional representation.
Oh, I see. But you lost that vote too, didn't you? On that referendum,
Only
that went
because
south.
of the Little Englanders.
So that's, oh, I see. Is that the false consciousness of the bigots?
Yes, I'm afraid you are bigots.
Right, I see.
Anyway, I
Why
don't
am
wish to
bigoted?
argue with
No,
you
I
because
bet you
you're
don't.
a
No,
very
I bet you
sad
don't.
man.
So you lost one referendum and you didn't like that, and you still said that that's why you
Oh.
lost the second one.
Now you
And
can.
that's-
Now perhaps you can answer me a question.
Oh, I'll try.
When there was Scottish devolution,
Yeah.
when there was the referendum for Scottish devolution,
Yes.
the Parliament here said there had to be a 2/3 mandate.
No, it didn't.
Oh yes, it did.
When?
Way back in Callaghan, was it
Sorry?
Callaghan's day?
No.
Oh yes, it was. You know,
Okay, so you think
when
the
they
Scottish
first
referendum
went,
in 1978 is relevant, how?
because if you're going to have a
Mate,
referendum
that's 42 years ago.
of,
You're going to
some,
have to work
of
against.
something which is so constitutional,
Right.
then you have
So that
to
referendum had a
demonstrate.
supermajority,
You
is that what
have
you're
to
saying?
demonstrate that you have a
Sorry,
full
I'm
mandate
misunderstanding
of the
you.
people.
Did
And
that referendum
48%
require a supermajority?
Well, it was advisory.
Did
it
the
was
first
only
Scottish referendum?
advisory.
They're all advisory.
It was
Did the first
advisory. It was
Scottish
not
referendum require a
binding.
supermajority? Yes or no?
It was not binding.
No, it
for
didn't.
Scottish devolution.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you want to bet? I'll bet you 10 quid.
I
Go on,
don't.
film this, mate. I'll bet you 10 quid the first
I
referendum on
sug-
Scottish
I
devolution
suggest
did not
you go
require
and
a
check the
supermajority.
history books.
I don't need to. I got 10 quid. Do you want to take it?
From you,
Because
no.
this guy here, you got Google on your phone, yeah? We can check this. Right. So, the Scottish referendum did not require a supermajority.
leave us
You're
alone.
talking bollocks.
Leave
Do you want
us
a 10 quid
alone.
bet? Do you want 100
dear. Who sent you? Tory? Who sent you today? Tory Central Office?
Sorry, could you stop talking bollocks about referendums if you don't know what you're talking about?
I do know what I'm talking
That's
about.
absolute rubbish. You know it. No one here is backing you up. Does anyone here agree with this guy? Anyone here agree with this guy?
It's not about
Everybody here agrees.
Right, so his point is
here
that
disagrees
Scotland,
with you.
Ma'am, his point is that Scotland required a supermajority of independence in the first referendum. That's absolutely untrue. Do you agree with that, or do you not have a clue?
Yeah, no, I don't.
You don't have a clue?
No, I do
Okay.
have a clue.
You, sir, I got 100 quid. I'm up to 100 quid now. Do you want to bet
I
that's
do
not true? I bet you don't, because it's absolute bollocks. You have no idea what you're talking about.
We're not
Have you?
talking about Scottish referendum.
He was. I didn't bring
Okay,
it up.
sorry, I didn't hear all
Right,
that.
well, why don't you stroll
Why
on there
don't
and we'll
you
let this
go
idiot here.
with your
Yeah, why don't
friend?
you just go?
It
was an
This man
advice.
clearly
Excuse
hasn't
me.
got a clue.
It was
You
an
have won.
advisory.
Is that right?
I'm sorry?
You won. You
No,
okay?
they-
We're leaving, yeah?
we
You-
won the-
you are
They won by
celebrating.
dirty
You are
tricks.
the vote, the vote,
Who
whatever.
won the referendum?
They won
You
by
won the
dirty
referendum.
tricks.
You've also now
Lying,
go and
cheating. Can I just say, I don't think anyone has disputed that once here today.
You guys have disputed that start to finish for
No, no,
3.5
no, no, no,
years.
no, no.
You've attempted to belittle,
But I don't know
smear,
why you're here.
delegitimise,
They're still
lie
entitled
about,
opinion.
laugh
the liars. Why
demean,
you are the liars?
subvert,
Should be able
and
to post any
destroy
flags
that
you want.
vote.
No,
You've
we
done
were
it.
doing
And
democracy.
I'm so glad to say
Democracy
all
hasn't stopped. We get to lobby.
You lost. You tried to demean the people that voted leave. You tried to say they were bigots. You tried to say they were racist. You tried to say they were stupid.
But why are you here?
Excuse me, the police officer speaking. Excuse me, the police officer speaking to us.
You can come and speak to me
No,
whenever
no,
you
he
want.
wants us to
That's fine.
move. But you're shouting over him.
What's democracy? Right, mate. You alright, mate? No, fine. Good luck, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Forget about my English and Italian, okay?
Yeah, come on, sir.
What's democracy?
Okay, folks, these vehicles will be coming back round and furnished parked from there.
I'll happily pay you.
Right now, I'm happy to have a discussion just on the side of the road.
Jolly good.
We got the 169 people in the chat. Love, blessings, all that good
It's
stuff. You don't know
Demos
already.
and Kratos. So Demos is people and Kratos is power. People power. That's what it means literally.
So it doesn't mean to vote. It means to think in a free way, okay? Not with anger.
Go on.
You are here with your
Right, so get
anger,
off the
not
road.
with your brain.
Off the
Oh, you
road.
think so?
Okay.
Well, I'm
So
not.
you're on the road, so off the road, please.
I'm not in the least bit. Oh, we've got to go. Fuck. I've got to go and get my train. But what did you want to say, mate?
I want to say that democracy in this society doesn't exist. Okay.
Okay.
Because people is not free to think.
Well, what happened in the last 3.5 years? Was that not democracy?
No.
Why?
Because voting it means nothing if people is not free to think. Okay.
Right. So stupid people shouldn't get to vote?
No,
Is
no,
that
no,
what
no,
you're
no.
saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about stupid or intelligent people.
Yep.
I speak. I'm talking about information. I'm talking about.
So low information voters should somehow have half a vote? Or?
No.
Okay.
Anger too. Anger too. It's a problem of anger. I'm
Right.
Italian.
Right.
In the north. Everyone.
So you're
hates the
against
south.
passionate people making decisions?
No.
As an Italian?
The passion of love, not passion of anger. Okay.
Yep.
Italian people in the north
Yep.
hate the southern. Okay, right. The south.
Yep.
It's years and years and years that has an economy.
Come on, mate. Avanti, make your point.
The point is to arrive. You speak too fast and you don't listen.
I'm all ears.
That's the problem. Okay.
Right, so give me some logic.
The logic. European Union was born to make all the countries together.
Noble aspirations, I agree.
Okay. And European Union doesn't work.
And if a country doesn't want to be part of a union...
Wait. European
If
Union.
a country doesn't want to be part of the union and democratically says no,
Okay.
you're okay with that, right?
But they can be there. Okay?
Of course they can be there.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
You
Yes,
can
of
have
course.
another vote. And
You can
why
have as
are
many
you
votes
here?
as you like.
Why are you here?
Because today is the day when these people are really confronted with the reality of what they've worked for negatively, in my view, for 3.5 years, which is exactly going to your argument about democracy, sir. If you subvert that, if you condescend to that, if you patronise and insult those people, you end up with yourself in a position where you're attempting to claim that you're the sort of holy and the end of. And ultimately, when you lose, a period of reflection is
2 years. No, 4
wise.
years.
I'm not going to say, it's not up to me. This gentleman's right. You get to campaign to rejoin, right? A period of reflection is wise. I've seen nothing on the Remain side that reflects that. I've seen the continual insults, the abuse, the disparaging, the sneering, the superiority.
From your side
you
too.
guys,
From your side
you
too.
guys,
You are
if you
doing that today.
if
You are
you
doing
want
that
to
today.
win, if you
You are
want
doing
to
that
win
today.
the vote that you're looking forward to, you're going to have to start making arguments that persuade, rather than attempt to browbeat and belittle your opponents, which is what I've heard mainly from your colleagues here.
This is what we're going to do.
Well, that's your only route, isn't it?
Yeah.
You either have rational, patient, reasonable argument with people who you disagree with, or you lose and go away. And it seems to me that these people don't want to have rational, calm argument.
Because now...
Sorry, the first, within 15 seconds of rocking up here, one of your group, no, I don't wish to insult you,
No, that's all right.
came up to me and was like, how big is your penis? Is that why? And it was grotesquely insulting. Okay, so this sort of thing.
Can you imagine that one of us would have said that among the animals down at Westminster?
Yeah. Jesus' name's Alex. Big up Alex.
Yeah, big up Alex. I've got no interest in your arrogant, sneering attitude. You can take the arrogant, sneering.
That's what you're doing.
Describing these as animals.
Jesus' name's Alex. Big up Alex.
Like animals.
If you're happy.
And what are you doing?
I'm very civilized.
You are just calling. Are you British or are you calling it
Happy. Why
animals or foreigners?
your party in another place?
Really? But only those who disagree with you. What sort of a bigot are you that would call a fellow human being an animal? Have you actually taken stock of yourself? Get a grip of yourself. You're a grown-up. You call people animals in political debate. You've lost the debate.
They're not debating.
And you call people idiots is exactly equivalent.
Goodbye.
Is opinion an insult, I would suggest. So calling people animals, really?
Actually, animals are preferable to idiots. There's nothing wrong with being an animal. There is something wrong with being an idiot.
They have more...
Sorry?
Yeah.
I didn't say leave voters. I did say
I don't agree.
Your unenlightened mate is not
I'm not talking about leave voters. I'm talking about these ones which are using abusive language. Only those which use abusive language.
You just leave it now.
Only those which use abusive language.
People who disagree with you are not animals.
Well, what
You
would
said
call
it,
them?
not me.
What would you call them?
Sorry?
What would you call them?
My
I've been down in Parliament Square.
My countrymen.
I've been down in Parliament
Sir,
Square.
when you call Leave voters animals,
No,
you are
no,
demeaning
no.
their efforts, your own side. You're making yourself look like a prize. You, sir, are a massive loser.
I've been down in Parliament Square.
I hope you don't want an independent Wales.
No, I had to say that. I knew that. Get rid of it. The only way to get rid of it is the lifeboat. Wales wants the lifeboat.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's almost time to go around to the other side and see what's going on. Just gonna have a quick cigarette break. I'm gonna leave on the stream though, observing. I'll let you lot make up your minds. Oh, got a little performance going on. Somebody wants to be a superstar.
It doesn't have to be this way. Hey! 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 I won't go. I won't go. I won't go. I won't go. We won't go. We won't go. We won't go down without a fight. Fight. Stop Brexit! Fight. together we are powerful. Visions can reign true, so don't disengage, turn away. If you see something that is wrong, you should call it out and challenge them. Yes, we don't have to play along. Hey, 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 hey! I won't go, I won't go, I won't go, I won't go. We won't go, we won't go, we won't go down without a fight. Stop Brexit! Stop
Brexit!
You want to sing the chorus with me, guys?
Really now.
Hey! 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 I won't go, I won't go, I won't go, I won't go. We won't go, we won't go, we won't go down without a fight. Fight. Stop Brexit! Stop Brexit! We won't go, we won't go down without a fight.
We got to rejoin, we got our time to rejoin. Or O to join.
We are Europe. I think this woman. This song is about everything
Oh,
that's great.
going for a
about
second
being
one.
European and why we have to fight for the future. Journeys to enchanted places, make memories on the way. People talking in different languages, we don't know what they say. Smile is universal, so share one anyway. Friendships start with laughter, and happiness is here to stay.
Oh, it's sticky, don't make me laugh.
We are one. Nations come together, standing strong. United in diversity, on the pillars of our history. Striving for equality, stood in solidarity. We are Europe, we are one. Follow winding tracks.
Hey, Jack, don't make me laugh,
landscapes
bruv.
in the distance. The pursuit of happiness is sure to meet resistance. Nothing is worth achieving when there is no fighting man.
Thank you for the donations.
Put your
Techman
faith
is
in
very
people
grateful.
and you'll see they're not all so bad. And some of them do vote for Brexit. Nous sommes l'Europe, nous sommes une nation tous ensemble, nous sommes forts. Unité par la diversité, sur l'histoire partagée, en quête d'égalité, ensemble en solidarité. Nous sommes l'Europe, nous sommes un. Put the past behind you, our future is ahead. It's okay to make mistakes like Brexit. Together we can make things better if we learn to talk and listen. Founded on forgiveness, a flag with golden stars.
Vicky.
We are Europe. We are one. Sing with me. We are Europe. We are one. One last time. We are Europe. We are
Encore.
Right, we're moving on to the request now.
Right, I think it's almost time to move on.
Yes. And we looked over to the ground.
I hope they didn't do Buddha.
No. My mother, we had to send off much of the
You know, I hate this Madonna gear. It's not proper.
Don't worry, you don't look anything like her. You've got nothing to worry about.
Right, we're done.
I don't know. Yeah.
I would just start over here. The other would shut up.
Yeah, she stopped. Okay. Stop. I'll go for it.
I can't go for it.
It does look a bit like John Burkhardt. Waiting for this one, people.
Well, it's under London now, so it's fair enough. One of the same side.
Yeah, and he ended up because he went to listen. Yeah, no, definitely.
I heard. I think it was.
Waiting for this one, Midgley.
Exactly. Muito obrigado.
From which angle you take a photo? You know what I mean.
Right, are we ready yet? Ready? Yes. Right, Maddie's finished, ain't she?
1, 2. That works. We'll just wait for them to finish. You want some music? Okay. Good afternoon, London. We just come from Brussels. We are the EU flag mafia. I can't hear you. We need the gammon to hear us over the road. Right, let me hear again. The EU flag mafia. And I'm also Rage Against the Brexit Machine. We've got to start with a Cockney Brexit knees up. It's going to be a better party than down the road, I think. The Cockney Brexit knees up. Here we go, as they say. Have a banana. No, that's no good.
Brexit's going to bugger the UK like a blocked drain. It's time we flushed it. Bollocks to Brexit.
Brexit. Brexit. Brexit. Have a banana. Well, I've been going down a Brexit food bank for a while Jacob Rees Morgie's dining out in style. The banks are leaving Blighty and Dad's armies on the streets, while us poor buggers stay to fight on Brexit plates of meat.
Eggs and gammon, no smoked salmon, traffic jamming, bloody spamming.
I'm really sick of Brexit. Why don't you fade away? I wanna find the exit. Please help me, Boris J. Brexit. 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 Have a banana. Well, I've been trying to score some drugs for my diabetes, but I still can't find no bog roll for me Brexit feces. And I can't afford a crib in Mara cheeses. I might as well end it all in bog Norwegians.
Diabetes, mega feces, running cheeses, big diseases.
Russian geezers, Trump appeasers, lemon squeezers in Bognor Regis. I'm really sick of Brexit, why don't you fade away? I want to find the exit, please help me Doris J. Now you can all do the Cockney Brexit knees up dance in the middle. It's in the key of D minor, the saddest of all chords.
Bollocks to Brexit. Bollocks to Brexit. Bollocks to Brexit. Bollocks to, bollocks to, bollocks to, bollocks to.
Where is the geezer?
My wife's having a midlife existential crisis while my brother says I've joined Romaniac ISIS. In football speak, Brexit was a quarter finalist. Theresa May need to see a Brexit psychiatrist.
Customs Union, big delusion.
Is Arlene Foster even human? Barclays Bank, J. Arthur Rank, Aaron Banks, Sherman Tank.
Soviet Union, Trump communion.
Is this love or Brexit confusion? I'm really sick of Brexit, why don't you fade away? I want to find the exit, please help me Mrs. May. Brexit, 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 have a banana.
No one's got to include what Brexit is, yeah?
Right. We shouldn't really be singing this song today, but this is my friend Rachel Ashley, who we wrote this song together. We'd never met. She lives in Cheshire. She's not here today because she's a lady. But I think we should be singing this song. Shall we sing We're Not Going to Brexit? Because after we get to execution, Brexit will become like the most difficult Rubik's Cube ever been solved by man or woman. Unsolvable. So it will unwind at the execution stage, and some people will probably then face execution in Parliament. I don't mean literally political execution or extinction. So let's toast without a glass to Boris's extinction with this song. We're not gonna Brexit! No! Can't hear you! We're not gonna Brexit anymore!
Bought by Moscow's millions, the data from the minions.
Fred Cohen, you know.
Molding their opinions by the score.
We're not gonna Brexit! No! We ain't gonna Brexit! We're not gonna Brexit anymore! So Johnson, you gotta get nifty! You gotta withdraw Article 50!
But you gotta do it swiftly. Johnson, get it revoked!
Whoa! We're not gonna Brexit! No! We ain't gonna Brexit! We're not gonna Brexit anymore!
I'm moving in a sec. We're going.
Brexit anymore. We're not gonna Brexit. We're not gonna Brexit anymore. We're not gonna Brexit. Say. We're not gonna Brexit anymore. Gonna Brexit. Ain't gonna Brexit. We're not gonna Brexit anymore. Right, have we got one more? Have we got one more? This is for the police who always look after us on these occasions. Thank you ever so much for all you do for us. You've done it for 3.5 years. I do hope Boris is paying your overtime. Checks in the post and all those other promises. I noticed today he broke a promise. He said, oh, that austerity stuff, we'll have it back. So, you know, checks in the post to the police. But actually, a big hand for the police, please.
Excuse me, where's the other demonstration? How far's the other demonstration?
Right, Parliament Square, mate, I think.
Where's that? Where is that? What direction?
That way, yeah.
That way, it's just straight over there. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Nice one. Right, I think it's on the way to Parliament Square now, boys and girls. Walk with me. Right, where's Parliament Square? Off to Parliament Square now, people. Let me ask the old Bill, because I don't want to go the wrong way. Hey, do you know where Parliament Square is, mate?
If you go sort of in that general direction.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Parliament Square this way, yeah?
No, that way.
Thank you. Nice one. See, good to double check with you.
Turn left, right onto the main road. Well, down one more.
Straight down there.
Go down across here. Where I'm going.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Right, nice one. Thank you for your help there, mate. I told you the wrong way, weren't I? That kid was giving me, he was sending me in the wrong direction, weren't he? Have a good day. I like that song. He's gonna murder it. Parliament Square, boss. Where's Parliament Square?
That way.
That way, yeah?
Go out there.
Yeah?
Chuck a left. Can't miss it, mate.
Thank you very much.
Massive thing.
Appreciate it. On the way, on the way. Parliament Square, bear with me, people. Take a time out to like, comment, subscribe, and that bell. They're everywhere. Oh, wait. So much old bill. I think it's this way. We got the 154 people in the chat. Susie. 20 faces. Got the royal man. on his job, you get me? Big up. Doesn't know. Yes, Susie, big up. Elwood, Jay, Seacross, Isaac. Tracy. Everyone in the chat, love. Right. Oh, this way. Always safe, always safe. Blessings. LCB UK, thank you, bro. Piper Dave. Elwood, you don't know. Blessings. On our way to Parliament Square now. Happy Brexit Day to all the Brexiteers. And to everybody who's not so Brexiteer, better luck next time. I think I'm going the right way. Is it 11 p.m? Oh, this is a long shift I'm going to be putting in tonight. Why do I feel like I've gone the wrong way? I feel like I've gone the wrong way somehow. This is the way. What the hell? Bear with me, people. That's why JP, man, I needed that little bit of, yeah. Take time to go over to my other channel as well, BBM Unbiased again. Like, comment and subscribe to that channel as well. I haven't even got 1,000 subscribers on that one, so make sure you go over there and subscribe. Blessings. Big up Elwood, man.
I've got one that's going to be.
Oh. Getting close. Yeah, big up Alex. Alex went in there and he was brave, mate. Yeah, there was no old bill on the last one. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, just in time. Nearly there, Norfolk. We've got little Benny. See what's going on in there quickly. A little exclusive. Ooh. What's going on? See drums.
Can you see any rhythm though?
That remains to be seen.
Get to the other end. Sorry. Is it tied in at the other end, Will? There it is. Okay.
Oh, it's next. No.
Let's get over to the march quickly. We're not the march. Let's go see what people are doing.
I know it's broiler.
Nearly there, people. Big up the 185 people in the chat. Love, blessings, all that good stuff.
What was he talking about? Coronavirus.
Nearly there, lads. And lasses. Union Jack's flying high today. Loads of old Bill here. Oh gosh.
Man!
How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
How you doing?
What by you?
Po everywhere. Not kettled in though. Nobody's kettled in. I'll show you quickly.
And of course they what do they
Paul Jeremy and his mathematician. Thank you very much. I'm not going to get in there for
It's a good one.
Party's over.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only place you can get your cake and eat it, right here at Westminster. Thanks to our benefactor, Daisy. Where is she?
Free cake and free flags. Really nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the father of our best flag maker. We got the best flag maker in Westminster tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Where is our stars and stripes?
I don't know, where are the stars and stripes? As you know, folks, Elvis didn't only do his own songs, he done a couple of others. Jerry Lee turned up at Gracelands and shot holes in the front gate when he was high or drunk, not sure what. Around flags. We need some volunteers. We're going to play a Jerry Lee Lewis song.
No, I'm coming to them. So
he was a party animal.
I'm alright, I got one in my bag.
Do you like a cake?
Goes like this.
Help yourself to cake. Do you like a flag?
Blackburn man's got a flag.
Shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, we got a Brexit. I bought in love and I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind and mortified. Goodness gracious, great balls of Brexit. It's me, baby. Woo! Feel good. Hold me, baby. Yeah, I want to love you like Farage with two. You're fine, so kind. Have to tell as well that you're mine, 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 mine. You shake my nerves and you fill my funds. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great Brexit day. Yeah. We got it, baby. Check it out, Elvis Presley taking care of business. Brexit Day right here at Westminster. What could be better? Ooh, kiss me, baby. Ooh, feels good. Hold me, baby. Well, I want to love you like Farage with two. You're fine, so kind. Like to tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I bit my nails and I twiddle my thumb. Real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great Brexit Day. Yeah.
Elvis, step forward quick, Elvis.
What can I do for you, young man?
So, how are you feeling today, Elvis?
Red hot, baby. Elvis Presley taking care of business.
Thank you, sir. So that's Elvis.
This is the first record that made Jerry Lee Lewis a star. Well,
he is not minded. For the record, he is not
minded. That we feel in my heart, bringing in this heart of mine. Someday, crazy arms will hold another to be wed. But now we're so happy Europe's gone. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new. We got that Nigel. Then turn your heart. You're not mine, not mine, not mine. My friend grows blue with another. You'll be wed. But now we're so happy, 'cause we got it, baby. Yeah. That's not the official words, by the way. We got 3 Christmases come at once. Jeremy Corbyn and the mathematician, disgraced, dethroned. We got Brexit. Oh, we're going to get Nigel Farage's knighthood. Yeah, he deserves it, baby. Without Nigel, it wouldn't be. Now take these arms, the dreams that hold for you and me, and take all the love we thought was ours. Not mine, not mine, not mine. Someday, crazy arms may hold a dream somebody new.
Maybe a little later.
But now we're so happy we're leaving the EU. Yeah. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new. While my yearning heart keeps saying we're happy, baby. Yeah. Elvis. Our troubled mind grows blue to another, you'll be wed. But now we're very happy to be rich. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We got cakes here. You can have your cake and eat it. I'll tell you, we got everything. Thanks to our beneficiary right here, our Brexit lady herself. Sitting on the floor. I should have written a song, shouldn't I, about Daisy.
You should have. That's a mess of you.
I know, I'm very forgetful.
You can help yourself
What
to
can
a
I
cake.
say?
I know
You
you're
can
an
have your
artist, you'll
cake
come
and
up with
eat
something.
it.
Yeah, I should. Daisy, Daisy, give me your Brexit due. Our hearts all go out specially for you. Was that right? I'm sparing a moment.
Would you like a cake?
I'm not really a songwriter, but
Should be alright. Of course you can.
there you
Get it
go.
out. That's the hard
We do our
part,
best.
getting them out. You might find you want a napkin as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
According to Nigel, when he gets down here, he's going to be the head of the conga line. And we've got his song somewhere. I think this is a song Nigel requested for his conga dance. And we're going to make the longest conga that's ever been in Westminster Square.
Take a little walk
Since
around
World War II. Little Eva. Everybody's doing the brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I know you get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. My little baby, she's stuck and do it with me. It's easy as a line in the ABC. So come on, do the locomotion with Nigel. Here we go. Swing out here now. Come on, baby. Jump out. Jump out. Well, I think you got the night. Whoa, whoa. Now that you can do it, let's make a change now. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion. A chugga motion like a railroad train now. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion. Do it nice and easy now. Don't lose control. A little bit of rhythm and a lot of soul. Come on, do the locomotion with Nigel. He's going to be the head of the longest conga line ever in Brexit. Yeah, baby. Locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it hard.
the notion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. There's never been a dance that's so easy to do. It even makes you happy when you're feeling blue. So come on, do the locomotion with me. Come on, you gotta swing up to the time.
Who would have believed it? Locomotion right here in the square, baby. Elvis, taking care of business. Get back. Has everyone had a cake? And you can eat it as well.
What cake would you like, dear? The light, you want this one?
I'm sure there's a haggis one in there.
It's the most you're getting out of me.
I'll have it. No one eats haggis in Scotland, honestly.
United Kingdom, rejoice!
Absolutely, all these islands are for these islands, love it. But on here you go.
Bird does what? Bird. I like that one.
Hello. Black Van Man, yeah? How do you do, my friend? Good lad. Good boy. Good luck. Thank you.
Giving us opportunities again and again, and we fail again and again and again. That's what God is doing, giving us another chance. But now it's the last days, so there's no more chances. Everything will be divided between good and evil. Britain has a crucial role because Britain spreads the word of God to all the countries of the world.
I don't know why you can't post. You're gonna have to get onto Techman for that. Why you can't post your flags?
This word, the formula of Jesus can now be understood. And when you go to study the facts of history, you will see it. Jesus knew the formula. Now that is the proof Jesus is the Son of God. What father gives their formula to their servant? You don't give. You're a businessman. You don't give your formula to your servant. You give your formula to your son. So for Jesus to have known the formula of God and revealed it in the Bible, the simple formula means that he is the Son of God. That is the proof. Not that he's born from a virgin. That's a nonsensical idea. Think about it. The proof that Jesus is the Son of God is not being born from a virgin, because you can't prove that, can you? The proof that Jesus is the Son of God is because he left the mathematical formula in this book. And no one understood it. So you have all the scientists sitting around saying, this book's a load of rubbish, full of superstition, and there you have the mathematical formula. The 4 cycles, 2,000 years each, the last compressed, and you can line up all the patterns in the Bible, line up
Community News Network, please give this a like, give this a share, and I'm going to give you an update on everything that's going on here. As you can see, it's going to be there at 5:30, so yeah, I'll be here a bit and then I'll...
Hello, how you doing?
How are you doing? All right? Good to meet you.
Sweet, love.
Of struggle. That funny looking.
Are you doing? You okay?
I'm doing my research. Good times never seem so good, so good, so good. I really tried
to believe the lesson that with is the LGBT.
Sweet Caroline. It's never seemed so good. I've been inclined to believe they never were. No, no.
I heard in the
Sweet Brexit night.
Oh, you're Black Van Man, aren't you? Yeah, I see you all the time on Facebook, so you did a good job, son.
Yeah, it's a bit painful. I've done it before.
Bye bye.
What we're doing is we're looking for more people. Can I drink this? No, sorry. What's that? It's a beer. You're not allowed to drink it. What about all of the mainers drinking beer? No, you're not allowed to. What about the mainers when they drink beer here then? No. When they put yes, they do. No I've got video evidence that they drink it. I've got video evidence that they drink it. You just took a beer off. You're having a laugh. Oh, you're a lefty. You're a lefty, really. You work for us and not for them. You work for us and not for them. You work for scum. Not for them. You don't protect us. Lucky I've got a bag full, innit? Come on, mate, keep turning left.
I had last week I was British when I came back in today. No, they said, oh, you're British.
Oh, I thought he was going to litter it.
You actually really asking me this. Then he goes to me and went, well, you just went to celebrate Brexit, and Brexit's not even going to happen. The police actually said earlier that Brexit isn't going to happen. So why are you going to celebrate? I wish I could interview you guys. So I went, well, you're not English, so what?
A lady has just given me a Welsh flag and we are very appreciative. We love the Welsh. We love the Scottish.
But we hate the film.
Free stuff given away. I've heard this on the travels to a mechanic. But I believe there will be some...
We love everybody except the Labour Party.
You're Irish. This is a very difficult one to get. Really?
Are there any Polish people here this afternoon?
But as I say,
all British, not Polish.
Stage and some.
Oh, I've got the Polish national anthem on it, you see.
I believe there's certainly going to be badges, and hopefully some other bits and pieces. But exactly what I don't know is. But he's not running for the state, he's running for the likes of him.
Senate or House of Representatives? House of Representatives.
We have the final countdown tonight.
Yeah. 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock?
In America as well.
For
In the Senate. Isn't it the final?
Oh, the impeachment is falling apart. I know.
Yeah.
It's failed attempt now.
Isn't it funny? It's tonight here and it's going to be in America.
Victory on both sides at the same
time. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Simultaneous.
And even the Irish are joining in.
Out, man.
It's funny in America.
He sang this one.
The left has been exposed as the real racist side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was the Republicans who fought slavery all the way through history. Yeah, it was the Republicans. Yeah.
They used black people back in the day.
Exactly.
And that man would agree with me.
Exactly.
They done that.
Done me wrong. You heard my eyes open. That's no lie. Tables turning now. It's Corbyn's turn to cry because we used to love it, but it's all over now. Baby, it's all over because I used to love it, but it's all over now. Well, we used to run around, spending all our money in Brussels, spending all their money, playing their half-ass games. Put me out, it was a pity how we cried. When the tables turning now, it's their turn to cry. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now.
Tell him I'm by Elvis.
Yeah, man. Because I used to love her.
Religion is no value anymore. Family values are gone. And he's trying not to just bite the surface of the bread, but grab the whole bread out.
I've got spare batteries.
The thing is, used to love it, but it's all over now.
How you doing, my friend? Yes. You all right? Yes. Let's go and have a little chat.
Been tracked down by Red Pill Phil. Big up Red Pill Phil.
Found you
Yes,
at
my
last,
brother.
sir.
How you doing?
All
Nice
right,
to
mate.
meet you. Nice to
You
meet
too,
brother.
mate.
Done though. Respect.
From one stream to another.
From one stream to another. Big up Red Pill Phil.
And you, sir.
Already.
How are
Come
you
on.
doing?
I'm alright, man. Just on my journey to not see what's going on. I was just around the corner having a look at the other guys coming out of, is it Europe House?
All right, okay.
Yeah. So they had a little demonstration there. Very teary, very somber.
Right,
You know,
like a funeral procession. I seen him.
almost,
Yeah, mate.
almost,
I was doing the mute.
Yeah.
As a passing, it's like they weren't saying anything.
I thought someone was going to recognise me and be like,
That's him, get him.
You know what I mean? No one did, so it was alright still. So I just come over this side to see what's going on.
Right.
Just like in the vibe, man, just seeing.
So I was just going to ask you that. What do you think of the whole thing, what's been going on today? What do you make of it?
Really good vibe. People are nice, very welcoming. Quite surprised as well, actually, in the fact of on the right-hand side of politics, you see there's been a big split with civic nationalists and ethno-nationalists. So I wanted to get about, but it doesn't. I'm not sure if there's any ethno-nationalists here. It doesn't feel like it.
No.
I'd like to speak to some, but it doesn't seem like there's anybody here who's.
I'm sure you'll find the odd one, but what I'm seeing here, the very content crowd. They're just quite happy for what Brexit is all about, and the majority of people that I've spoke to here, it's not affiliated with racism, it's not affiliated with ethno or civic nationalism, it's nothing about that. It's just about sovereignty and about just being your own country again, you know?
It seems like there isn't any hidden motives.
Sure.
Today, it doesn't seem like there's any hidden motives. It seems like everybody's just happy to be out of Europe, for better or worse. Literally.
Well, imagine Black Van Man. These guys have been castigated for the past nearly 4 years. They've been called every name under the sun. And now it's like, is it actually going to happen? You know, I always call it a low frequency of vibration. If someone's making you feel bad, sending a low vibration, a low frequency to you, that's only going to have a negative effect on you. So imagine that over 4 years. Every time they come in here saying, oh, we're going to have the vote. Oh, no, the vote's now been extended. We're going to do this. Every time vibration's been low. Today?
It seems like a celebration today. Seems like a celebration.
Beautiful.
A celebration.
Yes.
You looking happy as well?
Mate, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing to be here. Took a day off work, got the whole weekend off. I'm loving what I'm doing. I've gone through highs and lows.
As we do, Me too as well.
Right, well, let's talk about you then, Black Van Man. So when did your journey start, sir?
You know, my journey started with Tommy Robinson.
Right.
Going to have a look at Tommy Robinson. Racist or not. That was literally it, and then from there went to go and see Yellow Vest, just trying to test the temperament of the country and see what's going on. On a personal level with friends and family and stuff, a lot of people have distanced themselves from me.
Really?
Yeah, literally, because of not my political views. I try to be as unbiased as possible.
Sure.
I try to come over here, not say anything. People like me on this side because I've given them an unbiased view, in my opinion. I've given them an unbiased view. So they warm to me on this side. Whereas when I go over to the other side, they seem to be a bit more
agitated.
More agitated.
Yes.
Actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's good.
So going back to your friends then, how's that been when you're doing what you're doing for the right reasons? You're not trying to take a side, but yet the friends, the polarisation you're seeing when you're coming on a march, you're getting it when you go home and talking to your friends because of what you're doing.
Yeah.
What's that felt like, dude?
I half expected it in the fact of none of my friends would ever go to a Tommy Robinson march to go and see what was going on.
Yeah.
A lot of them would just be like, them man are racist. You know what I mean?
Literally, yeah.
Just leave it like that, leave them to their thing. For me personally, I would like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether they were racist or whether they were not racist. I would like to find out.
So now you're here. Now how long have you been doing it now, sir?
Good 6 months.
Right.
I'd say, yeah.
So what have you learned in that 6 months? Has anything changed?
Definitely. I would say my perception on where the country is going. It seems like it's like the rest of Europe. It's going much further to the right. I feel like as a minority in this country, if we're not, I feel like we have to be mindful of the majority being a minority. It's just common sense. Do you know what I mean? You have to be you have to be aware of the temperament of the majority of the country. I feel like things are going further to the right, and if ignorant people get their way, like with the break with the civic nationalists and the ethno-nationalists, I can see how a lot of civic nationalists can go over to the ethno side. They're going to have a lot in common. Do you know
What do you think is the major cause of people turning?
I believe the Tommy Robinson movement was the furthest right that you could get anyway.
Do you still believe that?
No, not no more.
Not now.
Not anymore.
I bet you've seen other darker forces. Because Tommy ain't what the press kind of put him up to be. He's not perfect by any means, but he's not. No, he's not.
I totally agree with you. What they've done is, it seemed like the civic nationalists and the ethno-nationalists were all in one boat at the beginning. I want to discover whether the majority of them were civic nationalists or ethno-nationalists. It seems like the majority of them were civic nationalists, just from my interactions with people and seeing how people are interacting. So I just, it's the way how the country is going. It just feels like if we as minorities are not mindful of the temperament of this nation, things could get worse.
Well, you can't disregard 17.4 million people, for starters. And then anyone who's got any kind of opinion on an irrational migration flow. And even whether you're a minority or not in this country, you've got to appreciate that there will be people going, if you have got an irrational migration flow where you're not vetting, and you've got people that are not assimilating, that then gives minorities in this country a difficult position and a place to be at. Because before you know it, then minorities become just as much as a part of a problem as the irrational migration flow itself. And that's what I've noticed, that even people that are born and bred in this country, they're almost getting dragged in with the militant style Islamicist or people that are choosing not to assimilate to this country. I can understand on certain levels, but on certain levels people have got to see who the true enemy is, and the true enemy is not someone who has been born and bred in this country, who breathes nothing but love for this country and the people around it. So it's a sticky kind of political arena that we're at.
Now,
yes, sir. All I done was just remove myself from all of it. There was a moment where I was involving myself in everything. I was like, yeah, I've got something to say on that, something to say on that. The energy I was getting back, I'm like, I don't need this. What do I want to actually do? What I want to do is talk about what I come out for in the beginning. Was when the bombing of the Adriana concert, 22 people died, on the 22nd of May. My birthday is on the 22nd of May. My favourite number is 22. So on a numeric level, I'm like, what the hell is going down here? You know what I mean? Numerology, I'm like, something's talking to me. I then tap in the number 22 on the computer. It then starts to talk to me even more. I'm like, is this divine or what? So I felt this little vortex push of me just getting involved with this movement. Once I get involved, I start to see people for what they really are, the beautiful people. At the same time, there's a lot of people getting vilified, and there is a minority of people that are wrong-uns within the movement. Unfortunately, they are the ones that are castigating unwittingly the people that are decent in this movement. So rather than me going, sacked a lot of him, you know, like your friends, oh, you know, if I've met one Tommy fan I don't disagree with, right, they're all just like that. No, I never, ever done that. And it's hard to do that because you want to walk away and go, you know what, they're all this, they're all that. You can't. So I've tried to stay in that central position where on my channel I've got subbers that are Tommy fans, subbers that are non-Tommy fans, subbers that, you know, follow the abuse that's going on in Rochdale and in Greater Manchester, and that's where I'm trying to stick now.
Just concerned citizens, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly.
Me too as well, in the fact of where I went to a Tommy Robinson march, people automatically assumed I'm a Tommy Robinson supporter. I made it clear that I'm not a supporter of any man whatsoever. Man is fallible.
Yes.
Myself included.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man is fallible. So if you put all your eggs into one basket, milk can turn
Your
sour.
well, exactly, sir. Good way of putting it.
Yeah.
But your individual power is not going to come from another man.
Yeah,
It's going to come from you, bigging yourself up, thinking what you are, thinking where you come from, thinking what your argument's about, realising the vibrations that you're going to have to encounter doing this. I mean, that's another thing. Have you had highs and lows doing this? Do you get highs and lows, or do you brush it all off?
I kind of brush it all off.
Good for you.
You have to have thick skin in it, especially being black, you know, as well.
Certainly.
Mixed heritage coming into this kind of environment and going back. I'm from inner South London.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You've got to have thick skin.
Yeah. What's the worst name you've been called?
I've been called all the names under the book. Coconut.
You've had coconut.
All of them.
Uncle Tom.
Yeah, all of them. Doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My thing is coming to see. There's a lot of people that come out that want to demonstrate. If people are coming out and demonstrate, they're really concerned about what's going on in the country. I believe English people, indigenous English Anglo-Saxon people, feel like their culture could possibly be wiped away with the immigration policy, and they're worried about it. Do you know what I mean? And if it was anywhere else in the world, it would be like, oh, you've got to protect their whether like indigenous Aborigines or indigenous people.
Well, no. Well, they didn't protect the Aborigines, did they?
No, I'm saying,
what I mean?
if you, the way how we look at
no, I know what you're saying.
indigenous
They've got a right. Everyone's got a right.
Sorry, guys.
Certainly, yeah.
I'm sure I've seen you on YouTube.
Black Van Man. Black Van Man, my name.
Right, sorry, guys.
It's all right, no problem at all.
Nice to meet you too.
It's all right.
Thanks,
It's all right. I'm Red Pill Phil. Don't worry about me. Right. Just bombed an interview there just to celebrate you, mate. How does that feel?
Oh, I don't know.
God, that must feel good.
Be happy, hot? I don't know.
So, have you ever had any of your minority friends, black friends, people, human beings, come up to you and go, dude, when you was on this journey, I totally staunchly disagreed with you, but now having watched some of your footage, I can see where you're coming from. Have you ever?
Yeah, quite a few, because when you start by going to a Tommy Robinson march, and then you go, they're all right. They seem like they're all right. These people seem like they're all right. Only I know that I've got what's genuine in my mission. Do you understand? And my mission is just to show whether people are angry, sad, racist, not racist. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just there to put it out
Document
for them
it.
to make their own opinions of it. Do you understand? It's all good, man. It's all good in the hood.
Smiling, mate. Smiling. That's what I like
That's
to
what
see.
it's all about. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm passionate about this.
Right.
And my children, the next generation, I've got mixed race children, they're growing up in this country, and I want it to be at least on the level of what I had it. And we've seen things get better progressively since I was born. Do you know what I mean? I've seen things get better on the racing thing.
They have, and then all of a sudden a spike's hit. PC has gone in a reverse.
And it feels like it could go the other way. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Well, it's a legitimate worry because you can see it. I mean, people in this country, the people that just want to kind of live the life and don't want to get politically involved, they won't see it, and they almost think that what you're saying there is conspiratorial. But it's not if you really look into it a little bit. Let's
We'll continue this chat with Red Pill Phil.
Yes.
Red Pill Phil.
Yeah, same with Black Man doing a little walk.
The reality is,
What inspired you to be out tonight with a democracy bell?
We came out here when Teresa and I did.
I know you did.
Yes, that's right. So as the big bell can't work, we figured we thought we'd bring out the little bell.
Wear it all day.
That's little Ben.
This is one of them. One of them true meaningful days.
Big up the
Is this
240
our
people.
Independence Day then, Black Van Man?
I'm unbiased, so I'm not going to...
Did you not vote?
I did not vote.
Seriously?
I seriously did.
Right, so how do you feel now? Do you feel that that was the best thing for you to do at that time, or do you feel differently now?
I'm biased.
That people did need it is to know that their vote carried. One man, one vote. Exactly. And once you take that vote away from someone or give them the vote and give them an illusion of it, but then it don't mean anything, then what are you truly left with, Black Van Man?
Exactly.
Politics is not that anymore. There's no such thing as a political party because everything's gamed.
Yeah.
So, brilliant feeling.
Even with Boris Johnson trying to get Brexit done, literally, and it seemed like Parliament was dead against him. And it seemed like, for me, it seemed like there was against democracy in the fact of people voted, do you know what I mean, to leave. And they tried they were voted in by the people. Do you know what I mean?
How can you actually have a campaign of a second referendum when the
doesn't make
first
sense.
one's not even been adhered to?
You're not carrying out. It's like we'll give you the vote. Oh, you didn't vote for what we wanted. Let's
we'll
have
try
another
again.
one. Oh, let's have a general election. Let's have a second election.
It's like we're going to keep painting the card until the colour comes out that we want it to.
Exactly.
You know, even if you're not spraying it with that colour.
Come on.
Strange.
We identified our accent. I don't know.
So you staying here for the whole night? Right. Because that's going to be the interesting time.
Are they up next then?
Yes. Same again, you don't know whether that funeral procession will come back a little bit angrier next time round, or maybe play on that people here have had a few drinks, so let's get under the skin a little bit. No, there's not. That's what I'm thinking. It's almost like it's too quiet this week. I'm just waiting for a gang of lefties to come round the corner and just kicking it up. And this is what's really sad, is that these people here have been seen as Islamophobes, racist and misogynist and every other nasty word that you could actually put to someone without any kind of justification at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's alright, you clock someone saying something on a post and the bang's alright. But just for ticking a box?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So, disingenuous.
I totally agree with you. And I believe that when you label somebody and you just label a group and say they're all racist and stuff like that, and people are not listening to what people have to say when they're demonstrating, it's easy for that group to turn racist for you not listening.
Without doubt.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to prevent.
In the 90s, we had an issue in Manchester called Gunchester. I don't know if you remember that
Burger Bar boys and that.
Yeah, mate, it was all going down. So what had happened
Johnson
there?
crew.
I mean, I was DJing heavily in all the black areas there. What was happening? Every black person was getting castigated with being either a yarder or a drug dealer or someone that is involved in street crime because of the Gunchester, because of Salford gangs, Gooch gang, Moss Side gang, Dodderton gang, all culminating in town over kind of gang wars. That every black person was castigated for it, and it got to the point where black people had to come out themselves and saying, I'm sick of this. And that's really where we're at now. It's like it's almost reliving itself, you know, that castigation. It's just wrong, you know. Hello there,
mate. Are you interviewing people?
I'd like to.
You look as though you are. I mean,
Tell me.
Okay. I actively abstained in the referendum, as in attended the polling station, but I can't remember the exact word. My position is fundamentally against a pro-capitalist Brexit, against a pro-capitalist Remain, for a United Socialist States of Europe. The question over whether the British bourgeois state is in or outside the EU, from my point of view, is pretty politically irrelevant. You know, don't support either side. I support an independent working class position of genuine working class power across the continent of Europe, where we used to have
Boris?
No, we used to have mass communist parties on the continent of Europe. We've got fairly good trade union development here. You know, if we're ever going to achieve something like worldwide communism, genuine control by the people of the allocation of productive forces.
Worldwide communism.
Oh yes, which simply means democratic control of the production of stuff. Obviously, capitalism is wrecking the planet. You know.
Do you see anything negative about the worldwide rollout of communism? You know what it's done in the past.
Did I say I was a Stalinist, darling?
No, I never said you was.
I take my political direction from late 19th century Social Democratic Party in Germany, Karl Kautsky. I have a very broad, wide, long historical contextualisation for this thing, which is frankly trivial, except it's having the wonderful effect from the ruling class's point of view of dividing the working class of the territory ruled by the British state.
That's true.
Right,
but does that make communism the answer to it, though?
For me, communism is the answer to the emancipation of the human race from all of the crap created by class society. Well, it has been attempted, but of course the bourgeoisie will always try and strangle it. I mean, once the revolutions failed in Germany because of reactionary forces of the bourgeoisie, once Russia was isolated, that revolution was bound to fail. I mean, in retrospect, it was something like the transition from feudalism to capitalism, bureaucratically frozen. You know, Russia was largely a feudal state at the time of the revolution, and, you know, Soviet Union and its model, the workers didn't exactly defend it in 1990, you know, when the high bureaucracy decided to turn themselves into capitalists. So clearly it wasn't a workers' state.
I am the bourgeoisie.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you hire out your physiological functions to an employer for certain periods of time?
I couldn't possibly make a good speech like that. That was brilliant. That was brilliant, yeah.
That's what I come to these things for. I want to get a particular point of view out.
Is it radio or TV? Radio or
YouTube. Yeah, I don't care who I will talk to anyone who will listen. I mean, which is mostly not the mainstream media, of course.
This is the biggest act of self-destruction that any country has ever made.
What, Brexit?
Yeah, and my kids will suffer massively, and I'm 160% against it, and nobody has yet explained to me one benefit from Brexit. Not one.
When they signed in 1973, about 74.
No, I think it was 73.
I think it was 73. Thanks for that. Yeah, so, do you want to now? Come on, Mr. Communism. Come on. Did I get it right?
I may be thinking of the referendum.
No. We're not thinking about that.
Jeremy, just call him Jeremy.
You know.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, with Europe the way it is, in the early 70s when they chose to do it, and when it was signed in by a guy that was now known to be one of the most prolific parliamentary paedophiles on the planet.
Who are you talking about?
Yes. What's that got to do with these?
Well, what I'm talking about
that has nothing to do with his political position.
Why?
So you're saying the fact that he could be blackmailed, sexually blackmailed?
People's personal lives and the political positions they espouse have to be separated. Otherwise, you just get into.
Do you truly believe that's
Otherwise,
true?
you just get into Bonaparte.
So what you're saying is there's no such thing as a cover-up then?
No, I'm not saying that. No. I'm saying
I'm saying
So if you've got a
personal
parliamentary candidate that is known for paedophilia, and what you're saying is that doesn't come out in the mainstream, are you trying to tell me that that person then doesn't come attributed to corruption or complicit behaviour?
Yeah, I'm saying fine, prosecute someone for breaking the law in those terms, but the fact that someone does something against the law does not invalidate the political positions they espouse.
No, what I am saying is, if that guy
that's what you
was
implied.
down on record as being a serial paedophile, even to the point of being a Satanist.
Fine, okay.
No,
Grant
don't
that-
try and rush me, sir, as I walk away. I'm giving you a platform here, so if you're not going to let me speak, I'll go. I've got better things to do in my time.
I'm granting all of that personal
Well,
behaviour.
I don't need the hand gestures.
Yeah, all
I've
right.
allowed you to speak. Let me speak.
Yeah, go on then.
It's quite simple, isn't it? Yeah, you want to profess your communism. I want to balance that out a little bit.
Go on. Well,
So I'm saying that the guy who signed us in 1973 is an habitual paedophile, and he was known on record by his superiors to be a paedophile. Are you saying? No, what I'm saying is, in order for a man to sign over a treaty, whatever you want to call it, knowing that the complicit behaviour took place, is that not an element of corruption?
I don't see what his personal behaviour in that respect has to do with this. I don't. We're trying.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. No, go on, sir.
We're trying to have a fit of frank exchange of views, mate.
Whole world is fucked up.
You're right there.
As a general political point, I don't see that the individual behaviour of someone, no matter how heinous it is a way. A valid way of judging their political behaviour. The personal and political, there has to be some
do you not
sort of
think there's
separation.
political shenanigans that go on?
Of course I do. I'm a communist. I do not trust
So you're
bourgeois
going against your
politicians.
word, then?
No, I'm not. In caste society, there is massive corruption. This is a normality for the society. But in general terms, you can't judge people's political positions on the basis of their personal behaviour. They're separate things.
But I don't see how you can come to that conclusion. If someone has been known to do a crime that should really hang for, and then he's allowed to stay in them halls of power, and the people that are alongside him know about that, and then when he comes to sign a piece...
If he had been,
what the fuck are you coming
if he had been convicted of certain offences at the time, then he'd probably been disbarred from being in elected office.
But that's
a
the whole
different issue.
point. He wasn't convicted because of the cover-up and because of the corruption.
I have
so
that,
then we were signed in off the back of a paedophile who was a Satanist.
But do you think the sole reason the British state entered the European Union was because of personal quality?
I personally think because of his sexual deviancy, it was easy to blackmail him into doing what the agenda was, into sign us into Europe. And I think that still goes on today.
I think that's far too personality based.
What about Hillary Clinton? One of the worst American politicians going, the Hillary body count, you've heard about all that. The first thing Donald Trump wanted to do was put her in prison, but she's still out and about. It's the political complicity that goes on. This guy wants to spout communism all over the place, but don't want to see that there's such a thing as a bad politician.
Communism on paper is a wonderful thing. Never works out.
Exactly.
Socialism is a
My man
wonderful
just said to him, tell me a state where it's actually works.
I'm a good friend, Michael Target. You know what I mean? And I've followed you for a long time. I'm really impressed by your verbal sparring and your mental sparring. I think it's very good when you have people.
It should be balanced. I mean, you have got to have a little bit of communism as well as, materialistic kind of commercial.
Someone who voted for Blair all he had me whole line sinker all the way down. And then he takes us in with Bush into that war, and I just thought, God, and it was just, I've actually been canvassing in the Sedgefield area, that's where I live, right, for Dr. David Bull, the MEP, to try and get him in as an MP with Brexit. Obviously didn't work, but it's got us here, it's got us here. But the paedophilia thing that you're going on about is something I'm constantly pushing, like John Wadger, going about, and with Michael, I've been down to visit him and all that lot, and I've been pushing his book and pushing his agenda, and I'm finding that I try to put as many people together in my little collection to get my friends to link onto you, to link onto Michael, to link onto John, you know what I mean? Whether each person is the person you really want to follow full time doesn't matter. It gets people together and stops us being isolated, which is what which is what they want. They want to divide and conquer. They want you to to argue with John. They want you to argue with Michael. They want you to have these little debates, this, that, and the other, and they want to divide you, and it's not. That's why I try to put everyone in my little group together as much as possible, and then bring these pedos down. You know what I mean? It's filth, and it annoys the hell out of me. And
I can't see how we can celebrate a system that's killed like, what is it, 18 million, maybe 60 to 70 million people?
But having that debate with you, how many people did the UK have going around the world? The people in Jamaica didn't go, oh, jolly good, you're coming in civilisers. The people in Australia didn't go, oh, well, Britain went round the world and killed more people than the Nazis.
Now is really human democide, and that's a totally different subject. Scrape all the ideologies away. Human democide is the biggest killer to the proletariat by any government. It's death by government. And they've all done it across the world, so if you collate them numbers, it's far more superior than communism, far more superior than commercialised materialism, you know what I mean? It's a no-brainer.
Democracy isn't perfect, but it's the best system we've got. Communism, as I said there, I've just said there, on paper looks amazing. It's the most wonderful thing in the world. Doesn't work.
You feed it
Socialism doesn't work.
It wasn't them.
It always will be the rich, intelligent, driven will go to the top, and the people who are less driven, less intelligent, less confident will be at the bottom, and the people at the top will always get richer and make the people at the bottom poorer, and the people at the bottom and the people in the middle are the people that have to make the difference. They have to try and drag the people up and keep them in check. That's why now Conservative are going to be in power for 10 years, because we don't have a valid opposition. Labour have just died off, you know, and it's heartbreaking for me as a Labour voter to say that. But everyone's going on about, you know, when Blair was going about Thatcher, right, about how the rule she brought in to bring down the unions and all that, which I agree with, because they got too powerful, right, they needed full in check, but she went too far. What did Blair bring? Did he revoke any of them laws when he had 3 bouts of Parliament? No, he didn't. So to them turn around and say Thatcher was a bitch and she ran over it, okay, so why didn't you pull it back? Why didn't you pull it back? You know what I mean? But no one at the time was standing up and saying that, because Blair was the godchild, which I fell for. I mean, I fell for.
We all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
And I just think now, who have we got in opposition? Who have we got as a starlet to come through? Who have we got?
Him. Get him back. He's going to be the next opposition leader. You know what I mean? We don't need Corbyn. We've got his successor over there.
What? I would turn around and say this, right? Corbyn would have got in power if he'd fulfilled his beliefs. He's always been anti-EU, and if he'd turned around and said, "We are leaving. We're leaving with no deal. It's up to yous in the EU to give us a good deal, and we might consider it." If he'd actually gone down that avenue, he'd be in power now, and the country would be fucked.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? With Abbott in charge. Keep Abbott in charge of the Secret Service.
They tried to get too political and it backfired big time.
Totally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, can't do it.
Pleasure meeting, my friend.
It's a pleasure, Dave.
Great.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, my friend. No problem.
Thank you.
All right,
Awesome,
then.
have a great day.
All right.
We have just one state that is overrun by insurgents, and it's only in that state where you have.
Big up the 249 people in the chat. Love, blessings, all that good stuff. There's only so much I can take of that. That's not even in time. Loads of people having debates. Normally didn't black up.
I actually bumped into Stanley Johnson just down the road. Yeah. Okay, well, give me one second. Who are you? You Marco? Michael? Yeah. Don't come over here. You deal?
Go on the fringes, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Collection of flags there,
That's it, yeah, see, it's like that fiery thing.
Right, I just got to put this down for a second. Stay there, Pete. I'm just getting a cigarette out of my bag. 1 second. Seems like there's definitely going to be a party tonight.
Hi.
How you doing? You all right?
Well, the European Union will just be speed or so. You know, you could just sort of throw a curveball, and then I can pick up from there and do the Brussels thing at the same time. I mean, I can't really talk about, you know, they're pulling down the flags and stuff, but I can just
People.
How does that strike?
Big up the 161 people in the chat. Don't know, love, blessings and all that good stuff.
I'm over the other side with BBM.
Nice to see you,
Zero's here.
Is he?
Zero's
Where is
over.
he?
I'm getting him to come over.
Alright, cool. I'm just
Get
going to
him to
literally
come over. I'm here
walk
with
over here and
BBM.
come back around. I'm waiting here.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Gonna talk to Zero News, Tom from Zero News in a minute. Loads of media here today, loads of media outlets. Looks like main media from all over the world.
How proud of you.
You can have it, but you're right.
Quite well, rather famous.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Nice to see you. Can we have a picture?
The number one.
Can you? Right, you're going to take a picture for us, love?
Yeah, of course, love.
Feeling good today?
Oh yeah, it's our day.
Yeah?
It's
Tell
time
me
for us.
about it, tell
It's
me
us.
about it.
Come all the way down from Manchester to make sure this happens, and it will be happening, believe me. Hey, we're all filming each other. Yes. Yes.
You got it?
Yes, man.
No, it's all good. It's
Thank
all good.
you. God
Have a
bless
good day,
you.
Yeah, God bless you as well.
Top two, Reed.
Oh, brilliant.
Vote to leave, you'll lose your job. Vote to leave, you'll lose your home. Will last for years. So David Cameron, Theresa May, George Osborne, BBC, the Bank of England, Mark Carney, the EU, the IMF, the US President, St. Obama, back of the queue, loads of celebrities, Gary Lineker, J.K. Rowling, Benedict Cumberbatch, all the journalists, who the fuck is it anyway? The British told them to fuck off. 70 million fuck off. They were the experts to tell us what's right. They gave us the benefit of their foresight. To leave is calamitous, that's every night. Food shortages, no medicine, planes round in a house crash, 500,000 jobs lost, cost of £4,300 every home, stock market collapse, riots, no sandwiches, there'd be an outbreak of super gonorrhea. They seriously said that. Donald Tusk at the EU said it would be the end of Western civilizations. We know it. I'm not joking. And one more thing, if you vote to leave, that makes you racist. The British told them to fuck off. 17 million fuck offs. A general election was finally called. I think you know where we told them to go. We won't need to hear from them ever again. From Tony Blair, John Major, John Burko, I can't tell you how much pleasure it gives me to see that. Jerry Swinson, Lowell, all the MPs who switched parties without winning a by-election, Sugar Romana, Sarah Wollaston, Hannah Soubry, not a Nazi, all the MPs who did the opposite of what they promised in their manifestos, Dominic David Cork, Ken Clark, Philip Hammond, Oliver Letwin, Ed Vasey, Dick, all those patronising Labour MPs who know so much better than you, Emily Thornberry, Diane Abbott, Jess Phillips, that weird one with glasses, Jeremy Corbyn, Hillary Benn, Hillary's a girl's name, what's that all about? The Civil Service, the EU, the Hofstadt, Emmanuel Macron, most of Hackney, Ben Judges, the Commentary, James O'Brien, Johnny Moran, the BBC, Andrew Marr, Femi Weirdo, Aaron Bastani, Gina Miller, all the celebrities, Hugh Grant,
Tom, I'm coming to find you now.
Lily Allen, Steve Coogan, Nish Coogan.
Where's Tom? See him yet?
He's somewhere over there.
Alright, cool. I'm going to go and have a look for him.
Here we are today, right here in the heart of the birthplace.
No, I just met Phil today for the first time.
I'm on the other side.
That's okay, because in the end, they never asked the people. When the people spoke, this is what they said. They tried to define once, they tried to define twice, they tried to define 3 times. Ain't happening. So let's go, yo. Say hi to all those back home at Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia. This is all great here. So I'm going to bring you, tell you some of the stories of what happened to the UK.
It's the
and
cultural
Brexit.
center of the world.
Right, let's get back in there. Crowd seems to be picking up, to be honest with you.
Our country back and stop all these other countries dictating what we can do and what we can't do.
Do you believe that Boris Johnson will get the job done?
Say that again.
Do you believe that Boris Johnson will get everything
Well,
done?
Boris has made lots of promises. He's made promises about Brexit and he's made promises about veterans. If Boris Johnson and Johnny Mercer fail to honour their promises, there will be activism on the streets by all military veterans. You can't lie to a military veteran. They shouldn't lie anyway. But Johnny Mercer particularly has promised he will sort out and stop the prosecutions and persecutions of veterans that served in Northern Ireland. So we must stop that. Boris has promised us no backstop, fisheries back, controlled immigration and our courts back. He must fulfil the promises to UK, including Northern Ireland.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I love Hong Kong.
Thank you. Enjoy your time.
Thank you. I could go back to Hong Kong tomorrow. I could live there forever. I love it. No, because the Chinese have taken over. All you want to do, right? I went back there 2 years ago on my birthday, and all these buildings come up from nowhere. There's just new buildings everywhere. But Stanley Beach is not the same.
Actually, I studied there.
Did you?
St. Stephen's College. St. Stephen's, Stanley.
That was a military school in the 70s.
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, okay.
College. There was obviously.
There was a school there.
Yeah, not the lady.
Yeah. Okay. Have you had a walk around the military cemetery there?
Yeah, of course.
It's brilliant. I mean,
because actually this just beside our campus, and we are
oh, would you? What's your name? Jeff, I'm Troy.
very nice to meet you. 70.4, but you're nearly there.
Go down.
I've got a proper one, mate. I can't be using it.
No.
That's fine.
All right.
Nice to see you. Oh, it's ecstatic. This last 4 years can make it. We've been through hell together. Been spray painted, I've been milkshaked, I've been kicked, spat, and all the way through. And I'm glad I'm still here. Yeah. Oh, till tomorrow morning. I can't get back by 8 o'clock in the morning, mate. Oh yeah, I'll be there, mate. Black coffee, all night. Okay, take care, man. Have a good time, mate.
So they actually get Black Rock. What do you think of Trump? I love Trump. I love it. Trump he's for life, to stop abortions, and he's just, without Trump, he may not have got Brexit. Oh, you know that is, didn't you? Is that Black Diamond?
Who's that?
He's Black Diamond.
Who's that?
He's alright, he's a good filmer.
You have to ask first.
No, you don't.
have to
You don't.
ask
No one has to ask. No, you don't. You don't.
It's to me.
He's a free man. Like you're a free woman. You don't. I'm trying to tell her about free speech, but really,
I work for a free speech organisation.
right, so CCTV doesn't ask you. CCTV doesn't ask you. So, you know, and you know they're filming you from your television when you get out of the bath naked. You're being filmed anyway. Oh, I'll say that's a bit more intrusive to what he says.
Well, you can tell me who he is first.
Pardon?
Are you filming now?
Oh, yeah. Alright, wait, I'll tell you.
Here today with the lovely, what's your name?
My name is Anaya Falarin Iman. Falarin Iman. Anaya. My name is Anaya.
Anaya?
Yeah.
Anaya?
Yeah.
I see you were born in the UK.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why you're here today?
Well, I'm actually going to be performing on stage, but I stood for the Brexit Party in Leeds North East for the December 2019 election, and I just fundamentally believe that we were like so close to losing our democracy, and it was terrifying. And I don't think that we need people above us to tell us what to do. I think that we can stand on our own 2 feet as free independent nations and cooperate with sovereignty and democracy, and that is central. Brexit is just the beginning, it is not the end. That's why I'm here. Yes, I am a big leaver.
Tell me why.
I designed that. It was around 10 points. And I said the first two must be there. This is the American Amendment. We're taking this up tomorrow.
Brexit was the culmination of something that had been bubbling under the surface of British society for a very long time. We had the expensive scandals, we had CASHAPP questions, offshore bank accounts, we had the 2008 economic clash. There's been so many things that demonstrated that the people have not been listened to. We've had our sovereignty taken away and contracted out further and further away. That's not okay. We are here in a democratic society, that's what it's called. Each person has the equal human value to shape this country, and it should not be just corporatists or the elite doing that. And so for me, Brexit was the only option, and as I said before, it is the first step, it is the beginning, not the end. Thank you. Alright.
Think about some more questions. I'll back you up. What are we talking about?
No. Yes, energy, adrenaline's going.
Thank you for talking to me. I love you here, by the way.
Let's go.
Love. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I see I've got you on there. This is a nice girl. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but like, I don't even understand why people in, like...
Patriotic Swings UK. We stood next to each other on the Zulu, Operation Zulu.
Oh yeah, that's with
and what's his name, Dean?
Is that with Northern Ireland?
Yeah. He was here when all the motorbikes were going around. I was right with you.
Of course.
And Dean come over, you got a good interview with Dean, didn't you?
Yeah, I got
I was right next to you, I was filming next to you.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't talk to me, I said I'm Patriotic Twins UK, and he went, Patriotic Twins? He thought it was stupid. But he spoke to you, and they give you a good interview, man. Powerful.
Yeah, definitely. So how are you feeling about today?
I've got 6 kids, right?
Yeah.
And I said to my mum, who's died 2 years ago, I said, my 6 children are obviously the most important days of my life.
Yeah.
I said, to put that to one side, my mum had cancer at the time, she didn't have long to go. I said, when we voted to leave in June 2016, important day of my life, she just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
My mum's a lifelong Labour supporter. She told me she never voted, but I reckon she's a Remainer. And she was just shocked. I just know it means that much to me. I've been fighting so hard. And it's one of my twins there, look.
We're walking out of
we were fighting battles down there with Dave Stabilise, down in College Green. We had the battle at College Green and everything. So I thought, and my kids have made history. We took the authorities on that to get Black Rod in Parliament. Dave Stabilise said no. She worked it out. It was a public park. And she said to the police, to the security, don't touch me, I'll have you nicked, this is civil, not criminal. And they knew it was true. Because you can't turn a public park into a place for the media. And that's where the battle started. And then we got Dan, who's done all this. Then we got Dan, the one there with the scarf around his head. With all the Euro flags, we had all the Union Jacks. And me and Amy and the kids were going inside College Green, battling the media, and then in the end Black Rod give permission to take us out. Face Amy refused to go, so they threw her on the floor, handcuffed her. But then they released her, but I said no, I'm going. I'll go peacefully because I'm a single parent. I just can't. I thought there was actually a nicker. But the thing was, then we started doing tea, crumpets, and biscuits on College Green, and but we had to stop because Amy got nicked in the end for Anna Soubry. You know about that case? Because she got barred from this area. She got barred from this area, so we started going up Trafalgar Square and doing it. That's where we was.
So it's a good day today then, yeah?
It's a great day.
Are you sceptical that they're going to actually carry Brexit through, or do you think it's going to be a good break? Do you think Boris is actually going to deliver Brexit?
I trust Boris 100%.
Yeah?
And I'm a UKIPper, a Brexit party, and I've joined the Conservative Party. My MP was Dominic Grieve. I joined the Conservative Party to Dominic out and to put Boris in. And I trust Boris because I believe in the ERG that are behind him. It's a coalition of Christians, of Roman Catholics and Protestants. And I believe that it's a bit like the old City of London saying in the Victorian times, my word is my bond. I think Boris is underestimated. I think, he's a very sexual like Trump, fucks everything that moves, right? But at the end of the day, put that to one side, I think he's an honourable man.
He's trying to get what the people want done.
He's probably grown up now, he's still his own thing. But I do believe he's an honourable man. If he says, and he done that deal, that informal deal with Nigel, where we go for a Canada plus, and we leave on December the 31st on trading deal on the deal. And I believe the European Union will give him the deal. You see, he's done this thing with Huawei the other day.
didn't see it. Go on.
Well, he's basically agreed to have the Chinese 5G on the periphery of our internet. Yeah, and Trump's really pissed off about it because Trump wants just America and he wants China frozen out because they're communists and everything. But I think Boris has got it. I think eventually Boris will come on side with Trump, but this is part of the negotiation with Trump.
Yeah.
So
about
Trump,
the negotiation,
yeah.
baby.
So and he recognises that Trump's a great negotiator. So he's not going to just surrender to him. Trump's got to offer him something.
He's got to work. Yeah, he's got to work his ticket, mate.
Yeah. So maybe this. I believe this. I've just seen Carl Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad. Yeah. And that's the question I asked him. Was what Boris done the other day, agreeing to keep Huawei, a permanent decision or a or a position of negotiation with Trump? And he went, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he knows everything, Sargon of Akkad. I don't know if you know Sargon of Akkad.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on now. Carl Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad.
No.
Oh, come on.
Never
You know Sargon of Akkad, don't you? I mean, he's even more famous than you, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I do know.
Yeah, Carl Benjamin.
The geezer with the beard.
Yeah.
I do know.
And he signed it, yeah. So have you signed it yet?
No,
you understand the free man, don't you? Have you signed it? Full disclosure of prosecutions, those involved in crimes and responsible for cover-up.
That was lovely.
I wish I got that on camera.
Hey, can we get more footage from you?
We're from the New York Times. We can have a picture. Seriously, that's not nice. That's an assault.
Hey, darling.
Stop my ears.
Darling, turn around.
But Marion, seriously, don't. It hurts. Seriously, it hurts, Marion. It's an assault. To have Christianity ridiculed to me. So it's very difficult for me. Whereas our parents or our grandparents were more akin to be Christians.
Yeah.
And this is why we have to get rid of cultural Marxism. It divides us by race, colour, religion, everything. Because they're here to bring us all down. So we need to remove that and re-educate our children. Oh yeah, I'll have a glass of wine, yeah. Have you got any supper? Yeah, I've had the gin and tonic used off there. It's a bit gutted, I didn't argue with him, I'll just give it to him. Alright, okay. Alright, I'll sort of check again.
don't know, really.
It's amazing on paper. Socialism on paper looks wonderful. It doesn't work.
Exactly. I like them. I like them.
Any more you whistles, your flags. Any more you whistle, your flags. Any more you whistles, your flags.
Love to know where Antifa are. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you know where Antifa are. Go and find them.
Nice bar to come in. And I agree.
Share, share, share. Mainstream media ain't covering it. Share, share, share. Big up the 180 likes in the room. We done know already. Blessings.
And Emma's come from Wales as well. And there's a black man. Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah.
Respect.
We like your reporting.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. How you doing?
Neutral stance.
Thank you very much. Trying to be unbiased as usual. Thank you, man. I think it's going to get a bit sticky later. There's a lot of people turning up. Go to the fringes, take it back round again. Oh, a lot of old bills turning up now though.
Toilet over there. Nah, but you might find a little stubby
I'm
old
sure there's a couple of pubs down there.
I wonder, I tell you what, I've had 4 interviews so far. Before this happened to media, part of the clan, all part of the clan, aren't they? What we had one, we've had Lithuania, we've had Belgium, we've had Poland, and then I was going to say that. Put the picture on the radio. Yeah, we put this picture on the radio.
Oh yeah, we're told party will be party. People have arrived. Around what's surprising perhaps, because officially this event doesn't get underway until 9 o'clock. It's due to go until 11:15, so people will be here to mark the departure from the European Union. What there won't be though are bonds for a big event. There was a crowdfunding scheme to try and get the money. It's been under renovation since 2017, but it's not going to happen. The government said even if the $500,000 or so was raised, they still wouldn't sound those bells. What we do know is that there won't be any comedians here as it was originally built. There won't be live music, there won't be fireworks because the rally organisers haven't managed to get a licence for that. But there will be luminaries from the Brexit camp speaking, people like Nigel Farage, a more pivotal man in the whole Brexit saga you couldn't ask for. In terms of numbers, perhaps 15,000, 20,000 people. But whilst this will be the official celebration of the Brexit camp, we should remember that many people will be commiserating mourning around the country, holding perhaps wakes at home, or indeed in pubs. A reflection, I suppose, of the toxic fallout of Brexit continues.
The world is a stage.
That's so brilliant. That's so funny.
Facts.
Nah, we'll be alright, we'll be alright. We'll be alright.
Jesus, Jones, Stacey, Piper Dave, obviously. Elron Burr, Jesus Jones, Jesus. Welsh. Red Rose, see you soon. Porky, Easy E, oi oi. What's happening, Chaplin?
What's that? What's that? What's that?
Get some coffee.
Oh no, slowly. You was going, weren't you? I went too quick on that.
And this bloke Matt, really nice atmosphere.
They can look at us outside. We want something. Because it changes.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Just in these
we're saying it's got to be together, and that's
More people turning up. You just see London.
I'm not sure which one. They told me it's 22.
I can make one if you want.
Way under remaining.
I don't know if it's manipulation of the algorithm, Elron. I ain't got a Danny.
¿Me quieres hacer tú o quieres que la haga?
Look at you, man, going through.
I'm going to go down quietly.
Cheers for the Brexiteers! Hooray! Vive la France! Brexit!
What are you celebrating, mate? Do you even know? Look at the state of these people. That is not the future of this country. Oh my god. Do you think that's the future of this country?
Great. You know, as it should be. You're allowed your video quick.
We're going out! Drive 11! Right through! Rules again!
Yes!
We're Phoenix coming out of the ashes! We will survive! Churchill said we should fight them on the
It's horrifying. This is horrifying.
Oh my god.
All the cameras is
Good out with the Churchill.
Shocking. This is not a good example for the country.
Bring back the British
Wish you
Empire!
well. Hey! Good old Great Britain!
It's fucking shite! It's not been good, but it will be good again.
No, let's have this discussion here, right? So we had 1,000 years of being great. In 1974, we joined the EU. Right, come on, Mark.
And that was all it took to make it shite, was it?
Well, it helped a lot. They've not been on
Hang
our
on.
side.
So what history do you know that we ain't been Great Britain?
What issue do I have with Great Britain? Oh man, I don't have all day.
What?
I mean, I don't know how you can be proud of the history of this country.
Well, we're not as it is now,
Hang on.
but we will be.
No, I'm talking about 1,000 years.
Let me think about this. So
1,000
you're
years
attached.
of imperialism,
Hang on. You're attached to our country.
And
we're all the same, aren't we?
no, I actually don't think so anymore.
Is there any war between us and Scotland?
Oh man, I hope that fucking goes soon, to be honest.
What do you want
And I
out?
think it will. Oh, aye, fucking hell, aye.
Out of Britain and the EU?
I want out of Britain, back in the EU.
Well, where's the independence there?
How can it work though? I just wonder how it can work. I'm not saying you shouldn't
How
do
can
it.
it not work?
How can
So
it
you
work?
think Scotland's going to be good on its own?
Oh, aye.
Where you can get all your money from?
Where are we going to get all the money from? Well, I'm wondering.
So we don't give you no national wealth, something like that.
I'm wondering if Scotland provided nothing to the UK, if you were helping us all the time, why these wanted to stay so much?
It's a little misdemeanor here. Did Scotland vote years ago to stay in?
I believe we voted to stay in because we believed that would keep us in the EU, like we were told.
So
Which turned out to not be
the
the
people of
case.
Scotland voted in.
Yeah, we voted to stay in now, but I think that this situation could well change that. I don't see how it could.
Do you think democracy's dead? So you want to have a vote?
I mean, democracy is only democracy if it's a balanced argument, which this has not been. So I mean, it's not as simple as that, really. Nothing's as simple as that.
So you think you've got a leader in Sturgeon?
Yeah, I like Nicola Sturgeon. I take her over Boris
It's nice to hear
Johnson,
someone
come
else's
on.
side. It really is nice to hear someone else's side.
Yeah,
You should have a voice like we have a voice as well.
Yeah, I should get a costume. Get a Scottish costume.
How's Scotland going to survive?
We've got a pretty booming tourism industry. We've got loads of oil, as much as I'm not keen on that. There's tons of potential in Scotland. It's got an incredible, potentially an incredible economy. But look at all these other big countries. Look at Iceland.
1,000 years, Scotland has been with England. Agree?
That's not true. That's just not true.
Not quite true.
That's not true.
We had
The 17th century was when we were forced to become part of Great Britain. It's not what it is.
You asked to join us.
No, we didn't. That's the choice.
You didn't ask to join us because you were fighting and your country was corrupt. At the end of the day, Scotland being independent ain't going to happen and it won't work.
I'd say don't lecture me Scottish history.
Seriously.
Clearly
It's not going to happen.
You don't have a clue what you're talking about.
So you're a lovely person. Don't feel we're attacking you.
I respect your wishes greatly, right?
Respect your views, too.
But I also respect Scottish people who vote to stay in.
I think it's going to change.
Not your generation.
These will have your English.
Not your generation. Right? You're looking at a bigger thing.
People under 50, if it was only people under 50 that voted the Scottish referendum, we'd be independent.
Debate's good. Debate's good. Thank you.
Same with Brexit. Same with Brexit. Just saying.
Thank you.
Anyway, see that.
I wish you well.
Can I ask you, would you be okay to say a few words on camera, please?
Do what?
Just, it's like a vox pop. We do it, yeah. Kind of like, it's just two questions, really.
Yes, you are. Good.
Right, so, quite close, so I'm going to get this good sound. And I'm going to count you in. If you look at me on the lens, 3, 2, 1, and I'm recording. What does this day mean to you?
Independence. Straight away.
Sorry, I'm going to catch you. If you can reply with a full sentence, can I include my question in it? So, because we're carrying on, my question won't be there. So, sorry, yeah, so we'll start over. I'm just going to cut it. And 3, 2, 1. What does today mean to you?
Happiness. 3 years we've been up this square. Come hell, rain, high water. We've gone up against 500 million Remainers. There's only been 300 of us. We have come out of the ashes. We're a phoenix. Great Britain will rise again. We will not be told by anybody what we can and what we can't do in our own country. From here on in, the EU gravy train stops.
Simple as that. There's no more. That's it, there's us and them. Job done. Look around you. We've come here with one thing. When it bonds at 11, we leave the EU. And that is our greatest asset at all.
Yeah.
We're Great Britain first, we'll be Great Britain again.
Superb. And last question, well, second and last. How do you see the future of Britain?
An empire, back again. Respect. People's going to turn around and say to Britain, you've done it, you've left. I honestly believe this will be the fall of Europe. Greece, how many times have we bailed Greece out? How many times have we bailed everybody else out? We had the French police fighting against the French firemen this week. How's that work out? You can't have two services fighting each other. Macron's gone, I don't know much about Macron. But you know, bungling Boris, he may be. Bungling Boris has done more in 2 months than Theresa May sat there for 3 years and was going to send us down the river as an independent country. This is our time to shine. We are Great Britain, we will rise. We're going to go again. My mum and dad fought for this country. Respect to everybody who's, you know, been there, seen it.
Awesome. Thank you, Ron. I need to put the camera in. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Hi guys, can I do a very quick interview as well? Yeah. Sorry. Hi, why are you here today? What does it mean to you today?
To celebrate 3 years.
So what's the general feeling?
Of uncertainty. When we look at my mum and dad, I'm British, come out here, heritage being everything about now. We look at everybody else. They're independent. Up until 1974, we was Great Britain. We didn't need anybody. We don't need anybody now. When we leave here now, Italy, France, Germany, what else?
Today it's everything. We've battled against British people for 3.5 years. We've had news reports that have been honest. It's been decided for 3.5 years. And it's just what we wanted. It's what we fought for. We've not had a voice for 3.5 years, and now it's actually happening.
When you think about Europe, you've got 2 world wars, not dictatorship. Europe come along, you can't do this, you can't do that. How's that work out? I don't come to your country and tell you what to do.
It's been all negative, hasn't it?
All the people in Europe on a gravy train. We gave them India 100 million quid, they sent up a rocket. How's that work out? Years ago we gave Band-Aid. We gave millions to the African people. Where's the millions gone? You know?
Thank you.
We write cheers, we write beers, we are the
Brexiteers!
Where are you from?
Barking.
But nice to see you here.
Come down.
We just had one show a while ago.
Yeah.
Countries are trying to come together and be a bloc.
Look at that statue there.
The bigger the bloc, the brother trade. You can make negotiations, you can negotiate. I don't mind. Right, so my thought has always been that countries come together to form a trading bloc, all right? And the bigger the bloc, the bigger your ability to negotiate for things, all right? And that being in the EU, the UK gets a better representation in terms of you form a bigger bloc and you can request for things on the global stage. And I feel that UK has done very well in it. And I think going out of the EU, now this is my personal opinion, but I've heard a lot of opinions recently this night that I'm trying to just put them together. But the strongest one is, for me, that why do we think that we are getting liberated from the EU when I believe that most of the policies that were formed that created the EU were drafted by UK policymakers as well. So it's not the Polish, it's not the majority of the EU making decisions and pushing it down to the UK. It is actually the fact that the UK is part of the EU and is a strong member, and they have been part of the people who have decided on the policies so far. So why do we think that we are taking instructions from the EU? That's the part I don't know. That's the part that I am trying to figure out, that we're not liberating ourselves from the EU. It's not like they are colonizing us or they're the ones dictating the pace of things for us, because we have decided a lot of things with them, and we have opted out of many things. Now, the UK is the country that has opted out of most of the things, the charters of the EU. So I don't see it as liberation. I don't see it as freedom. I just see it as a very silly idea. A silly idea in terms of, if you form a bloc, if there's any things you're not happy with, which UK has done, they're not happy with some things, they step it down, that's fine. But if you step out of this, you have to look for new trading partners. Of course, now we're looking at the other side of the pond, and that's America. And those guys are not here for fun.
I feel like the people in this country feel like they were being colonized by the EU.
That's what it feels like. That's what it sounds like now.
Yeah.
It sounds like, but I don't see it.
Well, if you have a look at the immigration numbers, literally.
Okay, so the Europeans, right, in UK, is that it? Is that it?
And out of Europe as well, just immigration as a whole.
Well, if you say immigration as a whole, the only part that you will talk about will be the Europeans coming into the UK. It won't be Africans. It won't be Africans.
Yeah, everybody.
Because they're
just concerned about the numbers, I believe.
Yes, so if they're concerned about the numbers, the most important number that you have to look at is not the Africans, because they need to get a visa to come here. They get vetted.
I don't think it's specifically.
No. You can. People try to make it general, but in actual fact, it is just about the Europeans who are here. Because the Africans who come here with a visa. You are vetted before you come in. The only people who can just wake up from Paris and just land here and get a job are the Europeans. So really, it's about the Europeans who are coming here.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I understand that.
And it making a gateway is it's easier for you to go to places in Europe and get a passport and then come through that way.
And get here. So
maybe
they're
trying to close that door as well.
Yeah, so I think there are ways to do that. I think there are really ways to do that. If you don't, I think there are really ways. But if you just get out entirely, so for example now, Scotland is thinking, do we think we want to stay in the UK? Ireland is going to think about it. Northern Ireland is going to think about that. Well, I don't know about Wales, but so it's just going to be England. Then we have to look for new trading partners. New trading partners we have to look out for will be Africa, all right? How much do we think we can get from them? How much trade do you think you can get to them or from them? And the other guys will be the Americans. And the Americans are not going to be, they are strong bargainers. They're capitalists, all right? So which means that your NHS is, I
remember hearing Boris Johnson saying that NHS is not for sale.
Well, that's what he said. But remember, the person who started the story about NHS as being for sale or not was Donald Trump. He actually said everything is on the table. So if there's going to be a new training with America, then the NHS is also going to be there. So
I think it's a very delicate subject.
I know. So if we decide that we want to do this, I think that we spend so much time, we didn't have all the information. I believe everybody, when the vote was started or when it was done, people didn't have all the information at their fingertips to make a good decision about this. If all of this were sorted out first, then you now decide to do a referendum that will have made sense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Don't you think that's a big claim to make, that the people, are you saying that the people that voted to get out?
I really don't know. I don't know.
Exactly.
I really don't know. But I think that
bold statement
people
to say that.
No. It's a bold statement. But I think that if people knew more about it now, than what they knew 3 years ago. Now everybody agrees that we know more about it now than we knew 3 years ago. Everybody agrees. We know like 50% more than we knew back then. So it means that we made decisions based on information that was very sparse.
Okay, so we had
More of emotions and slogans and stuff like that than real actual facts on the ground.
Okay.
We still don't know how it's going to affect us. We don't know. We think we're going to do well. We think that we're a good nation. We will rise up. You know, we're always very like that. But we don't know how it's going to affect us.
Yeah.
So we just...
We don't know. We don't know.
So we just skip...
I think that the people that voted to leave, they wanted to leave for better or worse because they saw that the country was going in a way that they didn't like.
Yeah, I know. But
and I would say to you as well, there was 2 votes in the fact of they had a Brexit vote for Brexit or not for Brexit, quite basically, or to remain. And after that, they had a general election.
Yeah.
I believe it was a second chance. I believe it was a second chance.
I don't think so.
It was a second chance
for the Remainers to get...
To try and block it.
Unfortunately, that could not have been a real contest because the opposition didn't have the candidate. Do you get? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't have the candidate. So if they didn't have the candidate, he wasn't acceptable to even those who wanted to be Remainers. So that was it. So that's not a contest. It's not a second chance for Brexit. It wasn't.
Maybe though, because if they would have got, the reason I would say that it was a second chance is if Labour would have got voted in, they would have done.
They would have.
Brexit.
They would have. Yes, I know.
That would have been a second chance. But when you saw the general election, you saw
the election was lost before it was started. As long as it was Jeremy Corbyn and people did not like Jeremy Corbyn, the election was lost before it started.
Do you believe that people voted more against Jeremy Corbyn than for Brexit? And immigration?
Brexit was about immigration, but this election, I don't even know. I can't say particularly it was because of Jeremy Corbyn or there were a lot of factors. All right, there was Brexit, there was Jeremy Corbyn, there were so many things. So it's not a second chance for Brexit. It was just an election, and Boris won fair and square.
Fair and square.
But
so do you believe that the will of the people should be carried out as in Brexit should be done?
Oh yes, I believe so. I believe so. I think it's a crazy idea. I think it's ludicrous. I think it's a silly one. I think it's a self-destructive button that we have pressed. But because the people have said it, then go for it. All right, go for it. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts. So
another quick question. It's a little bit unrelated. How do you feel